Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So in this video, dear students, we are going to look at, that is the Samaritan, the first act, and look at what happens in the first scene, that is Act 1, Scene 1. But before we look at that, remember in the previous video, we did an introduction. So there was we introduced the novella, that is the Samaritan, by looking at that is what the Samaritan is about. Also looking at the cover page and interpreting the images. We also talked about the plot, and finally the setting. So my question is, are you able to remember? Are you able to remember some of the things that we talked about? Like, for example, when we talk about setting, are you able to remember the place? Are you able to remember the time? And are you able to also talk about the specific settings, that is the specific places, sorry, that we mentioned that are included within the text? So that is a question that I passed to you. It is a challenge that I passed to you. So, sorry, dear students, in Act 1, Scene 1 of the Samaritan, it is talking about the failed award. So before I tell you what happens in this scene, remember I talked in the plot. We mentioned the Samaritan, which we said that is is a computer program that is in the form of an application. That is that was given a certificate of merit in the previous year's schools nationals innovation competition. That is innovation in the previous year's secondary schools competition. So the two students that came up with this idea, or rather came up with this technology, were to receive an award from the what? From the municipality before the app being launched nationally, because arrangements were also underway. So the mayor, by the name Mosi, who is the leader of Maracas municipality, is supposed to attend and launch this application. But let us wait and see, dear students, let us wait and see if this is going to happen, if at all the app is going to be launched. And again, if the two students, Alvinta and Montano, are going to be awarded, because they are the brains behind this innovation. Yes. So what happens in Act 1, Scene 1, students, is that it begins when the setting is at Sagrada Secondary School Hall at around 10 a.m. So this school is on a hill in Maracas municipality. So before I proceed, dear students, we've already started mentioning some of the specific settings that we said are within the within the play. So apart from the geographical region, that is the Caribbean, we also have names of places within the play. So we have got Sagrada Secondary School Hall, then we have got Maracas Municipality, a hill in Maracas Municipality. So there is a gathering. So the students and the teachers and students, sorry, I must look at the seniority order. So the teachers and students are gathered for the end of year celebration. So we have got a character. Remember, while I was taking you through the list of characters, we mentioned a character by the name Mr. Kamona. And we said that Mr. Kamona is the deputy principal of Sagrada Secondary School. So Mr. Kamona, the school deputy principal, walks in and goes straight to the podium. So the moment he steps into the podium, there is silence. So when there is silence, it means that there is some, there is some information that is about to be passed, and therefore there is need to be quiet and pay attention. So the first thing Mr. Kamona does is that he greets everyone, and the students respond in chorus. Like, okay, this is just an example, but it's not in the play. So remember, in the classroom, when a teacher says "Good morning, students," then the students respond back in chorus. It comes out like a choir. Yeah. So after the greeting, Mr. Kamona informs the audience, that is the teachers and the students, that the Samaritan, which was the winning innovation in the year's secondary schools national innovation competition, will be officially launched in the municipality. So they are made aware that in the closing ceremony, that is in the end of year school's closing day, they are also made aware that there will be an official launch of the Samaritan app in the municipality. So on to the next thing, Meamosi. So who are the people? Who are the people who are supposed to attend this? Who are the people who are supposed to attend this event or this ceremony? So the ceremony or the event is to be attended by the mayor himself, that is Mosi. So he calls himself Mosi or Antunya. Mosi or Antunya. And there is Mosi or Antunya to mean the smoke that thunders. All right. So there are also a few distinguished municipal leaders who will be accompanying the mayor. And again, in attendance, we also have members of the local school board. So shortly after the briefing, that is shortly after the deputy, informs them or briefs them about this, the mayor walks in alongside the principal of the school. So the principal of the school, dear students, is Mrs. Nareen. She goes by the name Mrs. Nareen. So they are all followed by the deputy mayor, so Honorable Ramdai, the municipality political opposition leader, Honorable Basdeo. We have the chief executive officer, Maracas Municipality, Mr. Harvester, and then the members of the local school board. So we also have two journalists who shortly enter the hall fully armed with their paraphernalia. Then again, the name of the chairman, that is of the local school board, is Mr. Piro. So the deputy principal, Kamona, invites the principal to introduce the guests and take a lead and lead them through the rest of the program. So Kamona officially hands over. The what? That is this, the ceremony to the principal, who is to take and lead them through the rest of the program. So the principal invites Nicole, who is the ethics and anti-corruption teacher, to introduce the innovation and again explain what it is all about. So there's a dialogue between the two students, that is Alvita and Montano. They talk about the future, that is 50 years to come. So it is staged, remember? So they make us understand what is happening now, and they exaggerate what will happen in 50 years to come. So they say that we are exposed to change, to climatic change, that is, and again, use of technology. And they further tell us about their innovation of the Samaritan to help curb this problem. So they explain this in depth. Then Mayor Musi finally rises. That is after getting all the information about the app. So he rises and says that they will neither launch the innovation nor present the prize on this day. Reason being is that they need time to reflect on the implications. Remember, some of the things cited, some of the things that the app does is that it is able, so through sharing of information, that is by taking pictures or recording videos or other texting with some valid evidence, it is able to expose all the what? All the impunities within the municipality. So being that within the leadership, that is, so being that it is the same leaders who are supposed to launch and also award the students, they are sensing some danger. They are sensing some danger. So they know that all of them have got some skeletons inside their their drawers or inside their wardrobes. So they fail to do what? They fail to launch the app, and again, they fail to award the two students who came up with the whole idea, that is Alvita and Montano. So the reason why he fails to do this, so that is why Act 1, Scene 1 is called the failed what? The failed award. So the mayor dismisses teachers and students and tells them that they will not precede the Samaritan, as it may turn out to be a platform for misinformation, lies, and witch hunt. So the mayor, that is Mosi, argues that people can just decide to post anything, including lies. So uh, he dismisses the teachers and students. And the next thing is that he asks the principal to figure out a way of getting that app back before it is officially launched nationally. Like maybe writing to the Ministry of Education, indicating that there are some fundamental errors in it that need to be solved. So Ramdai wonders if Nicole is going to write. He wonders if Nicole is going to write a letter to the ministry indicating that there are some fundamental errors in the app that need to be attended. So Nicole informs them that the application passed all the tests and no errors were found. So we are also informed that the assessment was done by the senior officers at the Ministry of Education. Then we also had experts or the software engineers who are also involved. So Piro, remember Piro is the chairman of the local school board. So Piro tries to tell the mayor that they cannot overrule the ministry's decision, but he proudly says that. So the Mosi replies a response to Piro. That is by saying proudly that he cannot argue with the chairman of a local school board. So Nicole tries to make him understand that the app has been online for a month. So it is not easy to do what to have it back, because it has been taken over by the National Information and Communications Technology Corporations. So Meamusi, what happens next is that The mayor, that is Mosi, raises his voice at Nicole even louder and orders her to go and write a letter, and he also needs a copy in his office. That is through the school principal, Mrs. Narin, in an hour's time. So the mayor threatens the principal that she will be in trouble if she fails to ensure that Nicole obeys this order. So he orders the school principal, Mrs. Narin, to do a follow-up and to ensure that Nicole does as told. So, dear students, that is the end of the first scene that we have in Act 1. And again, thank you for watching. Bye.